Wendy Johnson, 1408 Woodtown Drive, Lawrence. And I just want to thank the entire board for Lawrence Park. I think you also saw the video and pictures of some very happy kids. I also want to thank Public Works for the wonderful job they did. The guys were wonderful.
You're welcome.
And I did check into a sign on the Civic Association property. That property is owned by the post office. The Civic Association, from what I was told, pays their rent to the post office. Now, Len from Parks and Rec felt that we could probably get them still to approve somehow putting a sign on that property. But I don't know who has to, I don't know if he was willing to go to the post office and see if he could get it approved or not, so, okay.
Greg Hall, 310 Slatemore Drive. I'm trying to find out what's going on up there. It's been Dawn Fuchs up there, Mr. Flair, a couple other township people up there surveying the roadway. What's going on Slatemore and Rockmore? We know what's going on?
Actually, don't know. Do you know what's going on Slatemore and Rockmore?
No, I was up there looking at the roadway. I think Mr. Fuchs.
Can you talk about like
Oh, sorry. That was up. I was up there looking at the roadway with Mr. Fuchs. He was curious about the right-of-way that we had through there. And I informed him that we have a 40-foot right-of-way through there. I think he's contemplating, I guess, developing the backside of his property there for access, and was curious about widening that road. He mentioned to me that whatever he decides to, or whatever is approved back there, that he would be willing to reconstruct that road to township standards, and was curious about the right-of-way that we own through there. Currently, that roadway is about 15 feet wide. It would have to be wide if he was going to bring any trucks or anything through there as access to his industrial property in the back. So that's why we met with him up there.
4 or 5 years ago, this was brought up where Dawn wanted to do the road. And the township said it. The road used to be in front of our houses. They moved it out further in front of our houses. And the township supervisor said that that property was given to the township, but they never accepted it. So how do you take making a 40-foot roadway now? Whatever you said at your meeting publicly that the township never accepted that property.
I never said that.
No, I didn't say you said it. I said the supervisor did.
I'm quoting what is, I have a road index that was put together, and I show a 40-foot right-of-way through Slatemore.
So why wouldn't he go through? Why wouldn't he put it through his own property? Why get out in front of our houses?
That's
He has the same right away.
Listen, that's not for me to get into a debate with you about. I can tell you this though, if there's a 40-foot right-of-way through there, somebody has trees planted within our right-of-way.
Has what?
Has trees, fruit trees or something planted within the right-of-way.
Yep, they're on the edge of the right of way. I've been taking care of that property for over 40 years, me and my family. And they have taken care of all of it since then. Township's never come up here and done nothing. The only time there's ever a problem where something goes on is when Dawn Fuchs don't get his way on something. He didn't get that rezoning, somehow harassing us again up there. I guarantee, every time I've come here and stood up, I've got a letter from code enforcement on something. I expect to get another one.
Great question. I don't know if it was you as a solicitor or a former solicitor had said that the township can't allow commercial or industrial access to residential property. I think we faced that on Foster Church Road. So I don't know if you're the one who researched that for us or a prior one, but I mean, what he's suggesting, I guess that could happen anyway.
Right. I think I have a memo that I did prepare for this board. I'll resend that, recirculate it. I'm not sure about the details of this particular incident that he's talking about, but I'll circulate that and we can.
Why does it seem to spend money?
His plans are not to bring commercial properties through there. The heavier trucks and everything will go across his property. The 2 roads, he wants to open up the right-of-ways and open up both streets for the cars and the pickup trucks. And he's going to widen it, and he talked to Bill that he would put it into township specs, but he wants both of them streets open so he can have access from down below on his property.
Okay, yeah, I don't know the particular details of this plan yet. I'll circulate that memo, and then if there's some further board or township discussion we need to have about it, we'll look into that.
And he is I think Bernard was working on, he told Bill he would bond both roads. He don't put a bond on them.
What about all the gravel and stuff we already paid for our, that we take care of? What happens with all that money? Like, he's just gonna pave over our gravel?
Yes, the right of way at the edge of your fence. You can see the pegs there.
We've been taking care of that for years, many, many years.
Did someone from the township, your surveyor, come up and survey that? Because you measured out with a tape measure.
No, we didn't, those were
You
public.
did the first time, you measured, when I had to go across the street, you measured with a tape measure, and you stuck in stakes. The second time, the right of way was moved over 10 foot where Dawn's fence was, in on the edge of the road, and now it's back over in our yard, against the fence. Just like the back street, you gotta move telephone poles, stop signs, you gotta move everything over there, people's yards, people's fences. Why, every time something don't happen, you come bother us?
Hey,
And your one's been coming up there every day too. Drive around and turn around and see the road.
you see,
It's total harassment, it always is. That's
see
what
how
we get
many
every time
times-
from you too.
you see how many pegs you guys ripped out?
Excuse me.
HMT surveyed that, and you can check with them. But they put the pegs and they weren't even in an iron, and people ripped them out. So Mr. Fuchs paid to have them put in again, and you ripped them out.
I heard nothing out.
Yes, you did. Right by your garage, you never built
Give
a
us the opportunity to look into this, to figure everything out, and then we will get back to you.
You ran on my telephone poles anyway, what are you talking
You broke
about?
over,
Broke
like,
the
you
lights.
ran them over.
Okay, give us as a board the opportunity to look into this, and then we will follow up with you. Thank you. Any other comments?